Hi everyone, my name is Avery Marks and I was part of Group 2, which was part of the Rome catalog for the Adventure and Travel magazine, and we chose the name Expedition Earth. This is my mood board for Expedition Earth. I'm gonna move myself a tiny bit so you guys can see a little bit better. But there are my 5 color swatches with all the hex codes, CMYK, RGB. I chose lots of like neutral blues and greens and browns because I wanted it to reflect the images that would be in the magazine as well, which would be a lot of like outdoors and nature and adventure type of photography. I chose the Menlo Bold font for any headers or like big titles to any of the inside pages as well. And then for the subheadings and the body text, I chose a medium and a regular version of the same font. That way things looked a little bit more cohesive, and they're also not too far off from the heading font that I chose, so I thought that would give it like a cohesive and like all together look. And then for the images, this is just what I wanted the magazine to reflect, very like outdoorsy, naturey. I included some texture as well with like the rocks right here and then the like stone right there by the kayaking picture, as well as like using the water and the rocks in this one. But I wanted it to just reflect a lot of like adventure and spontaneity because that would be the type of people reading this magazine. So I wanted the imagery and the colors and the tone and the font to reflect all of that as well. This is my creative brief. I just researched mainly about travel enthusiasts and their age range, their socioeconomic status, all of that. So I included a couple pie charts to explain that as well. The difference between male and female is very, very similar, which I thought was interesting. I would have expected it to lean one way more than the other, but it's almost 50-50. And I thought the same with the single or like divorced versus married / committed category, because I had also expected that one to be more of a difference, but they're almost split down the middle. Socioeconomic status for travel enthusiasts or people who would be reading this magazine usually have a median income of around $75,000. And again, with the relationship status, and then I included the statistics about race as well for travel enthusiasts. I also created a target market persona where I just took all of that information and kind of went to the median of that and created a persona about that with an image of what that person may look like. And then I also included the intended tone and style of the magazine, where I said that the purpose of Expedition Earth is to provide information to travel enthusiasts who desire to learn about the latest trends and gadgets in the world of travel while also being able to discover new places to venture off to. This magazine intends to stay relevant and trendy while still encompassing an easygoing, adventure-seeking spirit of an avid traveler. I also included some imagery for the psychographics, meaning that they are very spontaneous, they love to travel, adventurous, kind of going where the wind takes them. Alright, this is my type anatomy for my sans serif font. I chose H, M, and P. So I just liked how different the uppercase versus lowercase looked between each of those letters. So that's why I chose those, because they just had the most differences between the two. So that's my labeling. They all have the cap height and the X height, and then just the label details in all of those. And for my serif fonts, I chose A, G, and K. I love the way that the serif A's look. That's what I did for my written type anatomy, because my first name starts with an A. So I really liked that I was able to dissect that by hand, and then now looking at it, I can dissect that a lot easier. I really like the way a lowercase serif G looks for some reason, especially when like looking in different serif fonts. I think it's really cool. It reminds me of like the Google logo. So that one was really fun to kind of analyze and look at the anatomy for that one. And the K's, I like that they're both very similar, but still have like they all have the same terms, but they look so different to me. So that's why I chose that one. I thought it was very interesting. This is my written reflection for the activity that we did in class. And I just basically explained how our team worked together to be confident in our skills and our labeling, and we were able to communicate well with each other to steal and retrieve terms onto our board to earn the most amount of points. And that is it. Here's my contact information if you need to reach out to me. Thank you.